This is crazy. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning back into Chickanic. I hope everybody's having a great week. Today is August 1st, and usually by this time of the year in Arkansas, everybody's lawns is burned up. We are starting to slow down a little bit, but this year we had a second spring. It has rained all of June, all of July. The grass is growing like crazy, and we are still going balls to the walls here at the shop. Now, usually we get in about 2,000 pieces of equipment every single year, and that's with just 5 of us working here. So we have a lot of stuff we've got to keep up with. But I'm going to bet that we probably are going to end up getting about 2,500 units in this year. As you can see, our second spring, we're packed, loaded to the max. A lot of this is stuff that we've fixed and it's just waiting to be picked up. A lot of it's waiting on parts. A lot of it's stuff that people decided they're never going to pick up again and don't come and pay for. But I have a few here that have an issue that is quite common and I can't get parts for. Some mowers that have been waiting for 6 months for a simple kill cable. Now, we've never really had this problem before. We've always been able to get parts quite easily for this manufacturer, but it seems like in the last year, we've been seeing a lot more issues. So I went on a mission to find out why.
Now, though, we go to the local economy watch. When the Husqvarna plant in southwest Arkansas closes next year, nearly 650 workers who thought they'd secured steady work will be looking for new jobs.
Wait, what? You're telling me that they're closing down a plant that's been open for 50 years. Since 1974, this plant has been going on. In this town of like 4,000 people, 650 people are losing their jobs. Like the entire town must work there. That's got to be rough. But, I mean, they've got to have other factories in the USA, right?
Belfair County's largest employer plans to close its doors at the end of the month, putting about 1,000 people out of work. Ensley Nichols went to McRae-Helena and found out that the closing will have a big impact on a small town.
That's 1,000 people in a town of only 7,000 people. I mean, that's another one. Most of the town worked at that factory and lost their jobs. This happened last year. And whenever they stopped production of their walk-behind mower line in like 2017, they already got rid of their plant in DeQueen, Arkansas, in Shreveport, Louisiana, and in Beatrice, Nebraska. So what is Husqvarna doing? They're going green. So how does Husqvarna lower their carbon footprint in the United States? They send all our jobs to Brazil, Poland, and China as they close down all their extra factories, and they decide to spend millions of dollars on this huge mega facility in South Carolina. Now you gotta think about it. Husqvarna's been in business for like 500 years, like not exaggerating, seems like 500 years, and they have been a huge presence in the United States for at least the last 50 years. They have made millions of dollars off Americans buying their products. All right, so at least we got this one big, huge, mega solar-powered factory that's going to make all of the Husqvarna stuff in America for us, and it's going to employ a bunch of people, and it's going to be all good, right? I mean, nothing's going to go wrong there. Oh, they've already started letting people go this last month. Uh-oh. RuralLifestyleDealer.com reports, and you need to go to their website. They are on top of everything outdoor power equipment. It's a wonderful website to keep up to date on everything. They report Husqvarna lays off 200 employees at Orangeburg, South Carolina factory. This was July 21st, 2023. Husqvarna has laid off 200 to 230 employees at its Orangeburg, South Carolina facility, according to a July 19th report. These job cuts come at the same time that Husqvarna is shifting production at its Nashville facility in Arkansas primarily to Brazil. The shift from patrol to battery means that we have to continue to increase our organizational efficiency and make decisive, destructive changes. And one of the displaced workers in South Carolina decided to speak out.
Shut down like a month ago, and we were supposed to use our vacation days, and it impacted me because my bill goes on, and I was forced to go into my savings account, and I feel that that was messed up all around due to poor communication. I feel like as a company, it should have paid us for the shutdown week because it wasn't our fault. Doing better for all of us as a unit.
But if they stopped making walk-behind mowers like 5 years ago, and the 2 cycles they're coming out with, I'm not very impressed with these days, what are they doing with all their effort? Battery-powered robotic mowers. Who's ready to get your hands on one of these? How much money you got, guys? Because they go for about $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and supposedly, according to them, they last about 10 years. That's it. And the batteries, they only have a lifespan about 3 to 6 years. And by the way, these batteries range from about $150 to $650. So it's possible you could drop $4,000 on your robotic mower, have to replace the battery every single 3 years, so that's another $1,500, and then you're spending $5,500 every 10 years just to have your grass mowed by itself. But you gotta admit, it's pretty sweet, right? You never have to worry about gas, oil, taking it to the shop, and hey, you're saving the world at the same time. So that means they've gotta be really safe, right? I mean, they definitely put these through the ringer with testing. Oh, well, here's their recall for 1,500 units just last year from batteries getting excessively hot and catching on fire. But don't worry, guys, I'm not going to go into a rant about the unethical sourcing of lithium like I have in my past videos. You know my views on it if you've seen them, but I did just find out that Exxon bought 122,000 acres in Arkansas to turn our beautiful forests into a lithium leaching mine. So I'm not very happy about that one. If you'd like to see my video, though, of me talking about the slave children in Africa who mine lithium for all of our batteries, I will leave a link right up here. So I don't know what's going on with Husqvarna. All I know is this week, in 1 week, I had to return $100 to a customer who ordered a baffle kit for their Husqvarna riding lawnmower. It's been back ordered 2 months. I gave the guy his money back. I have a wiring harness, the kill cables for a Husqvarna Rancher chainsaw. I mean, it's like the most common chainsaw out there. Can't get the kill wires for it. And on top of it, I've got these mowers that have been sitting at the shop that I'm fixing to show you. So, as you can see, I am packed up with stuff all over the place, the floor, it's everywhere. But over here, this bad boy has been here for 6 months. And everybody bought these Husqvarna all-wheel drive mowers, and it runs great. The only problem is it has a bad kill cable. Really? This $13.99 part is all it needs to run. My distributor has 158 on back order. They've been back ordered for months. You can't get them on Amazon, you can't get them on eBay, and all of the other distributors that sell online are out of them. So I know the first thought that's coming to your mind is, why haven't I tried multiple different kill cables? I'm sure something's gonna work. We've tried. So I've taken the cable off of this customer's mower, and you can see the design of the kill bill handle and how it's gonna go on to this Honda engine. And you can see that this other one that's got the front wheel drive, Husqvarna, has pretty much the same design on it. It's got the same bail handle. The entire handle assembly looks about the same length. It hooks on to the engine the same exact way. So let's see if this cable is going to work. Now, when you have a kill cable like this, a lot of people think that any of them should work, and a lot of times you can make things work, but to work correctly, it needs to be the exact right length. And what people get confused about is thinking that the length from one end to the other needs to be right. That's not it. The length from where it attaches to the handle and where it plugs in needs to be right. That's not it either. What needs to be right is where it sticks out from this hole here to the bail handle, and where it sticks out from here to the engine. Because other than that, a lot of times you can have a cable that's longer right here, but the ends is what really matters. So if I bring it up to this mower and I go from here and I see, this is about where it goes to the bail. Okay, that's perfect there. I bring it down. Now I see this outside black sheath is going to be longer than this one, so it's a different part number. It's a completely different cable. But where it plugs into the engine and goes into its little prong right there is exactly the same as this cable. So essentially, even though there might be a little bit more hanging here, it's gonna work. So can I get this cable to work on that mower? Unfortunately, it looks like you can't get that one either. One thing I do want to show you whenever you have a cable like this on your mower, a lot of times if you're needing to get a new one, they put the part number stamped in right in the side of the cable, 424983. Now, if you have that 6-digit part number and you're Google searching for it and you see the same number, but it has a 532 in front of it, that is the same exact cable. Husqvarna put 532 in front of all of their part numbers. So guys, this video saved you no time, money, or frustration, but at least you got a lot of information out of it. And now you know if you've got a machine at one of your local dealers and they're telling you that they can't get the part to fix it and it's on back order, believe them, because that's what's happening these days. So thanks again for hanging out with me. If you haven't found me at Facebook, find me at facebook.com/Chickanic. Find me at Instagram at TheRealChickanic, or find me at Chickanic.com, where you get your own t-shirts, hoodies, and long sleeve shirts. Thanks guys, and have a great day. Thanks for hanging out for my proud mama moment. Sit down. Stay. Echo, come. Sit. Shake. Good girl. You're so smart.